Vision Mechanics is based in Edinburgh, and it was started by the artistic director Simon McIntyre and creative director Kim Bergsegel some 30 years ago.
I'd hear my parents tell the story of their love.
The company's main aim is really to do projects which transform familiar spaces. Certainly with this show, with Dark Matter, it's very much about changing what is a normal everyday space. Dark Matter is set in a garden, and it can be any garden. The gardens we've been performing it in have all been gardens which are part of family homes and just the usual streets and somewhere in Scotland. So we've been very much going into local communities to do that.
Love flying between them like a little bird.
My name's Tam Trainer, and I was brought on board as part of the Vision Mechanics team to work on this show, Dark Matter, as the sound designer. A big challenge was to make the sound site-specific, as well as maybe the thematic content of the storyline.
The best part taken away. The bee flew out of me like that and left me empty.
And so that was something I really wanted to bring in as part of the show as the sound designer, was make the sound site-specific, and that meant taking as much sound from the actual environment and using that as part of the landscape.
When the audience go, or they're taken to the garden to see the performance, they're given dark capes to wear over their clothes, so they're quite camouflaged, and they're seated by the shrubbery, and they're wearing headphones, so it's a very intense experience.
Why hide in the shadows, listening to me chattering? You stupid little wren.
In the end, I think that's one of the things that works best about the show, is that when you're in the garden, that garden becomes a part of the show. And if it's incredibly stormy, that can work for the show. Or if it's really still, you might hear some dogs barking in a farm nearby. That sound then comes into the soundtrack and is sculpted, may repeat and come back again and again as it's manipulated live. And this adds real value to the show. So it was really good fun and quite eye-opening, or ear-opening.
My skin ready to burst with ecstasy, my heart about to rupture.
The title Dark Matter isn't so much about the dark matter on the outskirts of the universe, but more about the dark matter at the edge of human consciousness. There's a lot of work involved in keeping a garden neat and weeding and keeping it tidy, and our artistic director, he's using the garden as a metaphor for the human mind and how easy it is for, well, it's a lot of work to keep our lives on track, and how easy it is for our lives to get out of control and unkempt.
It's impossible, an impossible trick. Is this some kind of joke?
It's not your average show, partly because it's outdoors, partly because of some of the technology we're using. It just doesn't come across like a show that anyone's seen before. So I think there's something there for everyone in that sense, that it gives you something a bit different, a bit unexpected, and I hope and think something a bit magical.